Well, welcome to another Bulblog garden walk. I don't normally intend to do them as often as this, but it's just the plants have opened, we've got a bit better weather. It's milder and there's nice flat light, so there's not high contrast. So hopefully it'll look good. So I just wanted to kind of basically show you what I showed you the other week and update it, so you can see how the flowers have moved on. Some are actually starting to go over a wee bit. The crocuses here are doing really nicely. And if I just walk up here again, this area is starting to waken up again. It's moved on considerably. Snowdrops are opening. You can see how the plants draw your eye. Give you a line to follow. There's lovely golden yellow, that's the Erythronium guinea gold. We'll come past the wall. There's still an awful lot to happen in the wall yet. Well, I do see signs that the Jeffersonias are starting to waken up. The Narcissus cyclaminius is opening out a bit more. Oh, and there's even a bumblebee. Oh! Look at him. First bumblebee I've seen this year. Oh, he's enjoying that. Sorry, I could spend hours watching a bumblebee. I don't suppose you want to watch a bumblebee for hours, but it's just such a joy to see them pollinating the flowers, of course, as he's feeding. Come up here, we can see some more. These are more Erythronium caucasicums coming. This is a little seeding colony I've got in here. But these Erythronium guinea gold were planted out as single little bits of a corm just a few years ago, and now you can see how they've increased. All sorts of shoots and things coming, which makes it such an exciting time of year. I can just spend hours looking and seeing what we're seeing. So we've got the Erythronium guinea gold, we've got Erythronium caucasicum, and if you look down here, seedlings of the Erythronium caucasicum. We just allow them to self-seed, and that's how the Narcissus cyclaminius is going around. All these have seeded off of this, the older planting group here, and all around there's the seedlings, and that's the great way to allow nature to work in your garden. Nature plants things far more inspired way than I do. But the lovely Erythronium caucasicum. It'll soon be joined by the Erythronium sibiricum, which I don't see coming through yet. All the shoots I see coming through at the moment are caucasicum. Sibiricum will come that bit later. So let's head off up this way. I'll have to get back out and do a good bit of tidying. The leaves are getting thrown out, but the big crocus, the big Dutch crocus, they've got a place in a garden. You know, they're great in public plantings, but these are a heritage from our earliest bulbs that we planted in the garden, and these have stuck around. I much prefer the smaller ones, although I mustn't be snobbish. There's nothing wrong with these. The big Dutch ones, they really are nice. I like little ones like here we've got Hooflianus. It's a great doer, it seeds around as well. And you'll see the Dutch ones seed a bit as well, not very prolifically, but they do seed. This bed, the Corydalis, is just starting to come through. The trilliums, I just see signs of the first trilliums pushing through. Hellebores. And this little planting, subtle, but I'm loving it more and more, with the Corydalis caucasica and the Galanthus, and they're both seeding around together. So you can see the Galanthus seeding around, and all these Corydalis have seeded, and here's seedlings of the Corydalis as well. So it's just allowing nature to play a big role in the planting of the garden. Another group here, again an area that I really need to get in and do a bit more tidying. But I don't mind this. I mean, this very wild, unkept look, natural look if you want to call it that. I enjoy it. That's just how it might appear in nature. With just a seeding clump of Crocus Hooflianus. And another little group of crocus there. Can't recall offhand what that species is, but it's nice. When you find crocuses that do well for you, or any bulb, it's good just to encourage it to seed around, because that's the way you will get a constant supply of nice flowers. Here's another Erythronium caucasicum up here. This one seeded itself in there, I didn't plant it there. So the Erythronium bed's starting to show a lot of leaf pushing through, and the first signs of some flower buds, so it'll be a wee while before the main batch of American Erythroniums come out. Here's the Canis, always one of the early ones. Really dark leaves and really dark flowers. The Iris Catherine Hodgkins. It doesn't seed around, it goes around by the little rice grains that fall off of the corn. Up there some Thomasinianus, showing you the variations you get in seed. There's more white Thomasinianus in the bed down there. First colour starting to appear in some of the Corydalis solidus forms. A lot more of that to come through. Another group of the Dutch Crocus. Probably, I mean, certainly a form or hybrid of Crocus vernus, but it's a good robust plant. In the snowdrops, just snowdrops everywhere. And leucojums, of course. The lovely ferny foliage there forming some of the seedlings I planted out last year. I raised seed of cow parsley, just the hedgerow plant, and there's another one over there you can see. So I've been planting them out because I think they're rather be nice to have umbellifers coming up here to add to the mix of the plants that come up after the bulbs, the early bulbs have gone down. It's good to find plants that will work well. It's just so enjoyable to see them. The wee flowers, I told you the last time, they hadn't opened, they were little golden globes. Now you can see they're all open. And the bees, I am sure, will be working there. Although I haven't seen the bees on them. I'm sure the bees will get a hold of them and pollinate them. But they always seem to produce seed, even though I don't see pollinators all the time. Taking a shortcut here through a couple of stepping stones to the bird feeders and out to the other path. Crocus Chrysanthus hybrid, or a very vigorous form, again one of the old Dutch ones. Thurkianus over there, Crocus Thurkianus, that lovely colour. Let me try and zoom in a bit, I'm not wanting to walk on that bed. Here we go. I don't like walking on beds. It compacts the soil and destroys the soil, so I like the beds. I'll only walk on a bed when I have no other option. Like this clump of snowdrops here, I'm going to split that, possibly tomorrow. Dig it up and split it, put some back in there, and then I can see around where I can stick a few more. Spread it around in a few different spots. The pathway. Like so, all our pathways are, you got to step from stone to stone, even at this time of year, as the Crocus and the Corydalis are seeding everywhere. I'm just going to finish off by hopping round towards the bulb house. But just one last look from here. You can get these lovely views across the garden, so your eye can go across the crocus, across the cyclamen comb, across the bed, and on beyond right up to where we were just a minute ago. I'm trying to find it on this. When you zoom out so much on these wee screens, it's difficult to see where you are. Zoom back out, that's the best idea. Sorry about the bad camera work. I was trying to zoom up to that area there to finish in that shot. Okay, stop playing about, Ian. People will get fed up of you. Anyway, let's go in here. I just wanted to have a quick look. We grow a lot less in pots nowadays than we used to. Cutting back, but there are some nice. A lot of them have gone over. And with the lovely yellow of the Narcissus bulbicodium. This is Narcissus, now called Narcissus confusus. And then some of the real little specials over here. This is Narcissus Maggie Young, one of Anne Wright's of Dryad Nurseries. Hybrids, miniature hybrids. I mean, there's my hand beside it. You can see it's a real miniature. And Anne very kindly named one for Maggie Young, Maggie, my dear wife. And this one behind, not out yet, is Ian Young. So lovely to have that. And then here we've got some other little hoop petticoats just arranged. A mixture, some more of Anne's miniatures. This is a Narcissus minor from Wild Seed. A couple of Cantabricus. These are the sort of tubular shaped Cantabricus. And then you've got Cantabricus here. This is Cantabricus petunioides. A really nice flat faced one. So that's some of the wee miniatures. And they keep us going through the winter, and these are all in, these are the ones we keep in pots. These are all the ones we've got left in pots. The rest are planted in sand beds, and I'm just going to quickly move before I sign off, because I've just remembered this would be nice to show you as well. The other bulb house in the sand bed. So here the bulbs are just planted into sand and left to do their own thing. So a mixture of Narcissus, Corydalis and Crocus. Ornithogalums, there's fritillarias, there's a range of stuff in here. But it's nice to have this inside, because it means if the weather's bad, so we can go outside. But this is inside, and there you can see through the windows. It's got the backdrop of the garden now bursting into life outside. So there I am going to leave it. Thanks if you've stayed with me this long, put up with my messing about. I'll see you again when there's a bit of movement. There's an awful lot more coming through. The snowdrops will soon start to go over, and then the next wave of flowers will come through, and I'll be back to show you them and share them with you. So thanks again for joining me. Bye for now. Happy gardening.